If you are anywhere but YouTube, YouTube is where most of us are. Okie dokes. YouTube is where most of us are. If you have a ticker, drop it in the chat. And we will go from there. Market opens in about 15 minutes. Okay. So welcome in, sit down in front. Leave space for the people in the back to see. And if you have a ticker, go ahead and drop that ticker. Okay. All right, let's get started. So it's Monday, right? What are we trying to do here? We're trying to make money in the stock market. Okay. So how are we doing at that? Well, the real question is, which stock's about to move? Is it uranium? Could be. First off, I do want to take a look at Roblox, actually. This thing is coming down today, but it didn't make it easy. Like, I covered the point where it's at now, so. Okay. So welcome in. If you have a ticker, drop it in the chat. We will progress accordingly. Okie dokes. Main spot is YouTube. Okay. So let's jump right in, guys. It's getting near market open. I think it's time to start taking a look at the market. Get your coffee, get your tea, get whatever it is you got. I have some watermelon seltzer, and Vision Storage is interested in DXY. I assume he's talking about the dollar, unless this is actually a tech index. No, yeah, I think you're talking about the dollar. Is that what you're talking about? The US dollar? Because the US dollar is small up day. The 10-year Treasury bond is kind of hanging out, nothing too unusual here. you're not talking about the dollar, then I don't know what you're talking about. DXY. Y? Maybe you are talking about the dollar. We'll move on pretty quickly, but let's say you're talking about the dollar here. I'm just looking up what ticker would be DXY, if that's even a ticker. Yes, weekly. Dollar on the weekly. Okay. Well, I generally don't do technical analysis on the dollar, so that would be Forex, foreign exchange, domestic exchange if you're in the US. But if you did, I don't know what you would be doing buying something that's below the 200-day moving average, right? You're looking for a mean reversion trade on a US currency, and you know something that you are talking about the dollar that the George Soroses of the world don't know. I don't know. That sounds highly speculative. I mean, yes, there is flight to the dollar when, well, you can see it was at its high. It basically followed the market crash, actually, and then it kept going down even as the market rebounded. So, okay, maybe I'm slowly catching up to your general thesis that this thing is going to go up just like the market at some point. It's been bearish since 2022. Okay, so 2022, the dollar soared, the stock market got crushed. That makes sense, right? People wanted all their money in cash. I don't necessarily mean like people like mom and pops, but like big family offices and stuff put their money in there, and then that thing went up and then started to come down right at the top. So we kind of expect the dollar to do the opposite of what the market does. Except when everyone hates the US because of our tariff policy, and then the dollar goes down as well, just like the 10-year started to go down as well, but then recovered with the market slightly. So this is like a week-long trade. You did say weekly. So yeah, if you got more comments on it, I'll put them up here, but certainly not my strong suit. I don't even have access to trade currencies. I might on Interactive Brokers if I click the right buttons, but anywho, that was a cool way to start that off. Thanks for asking that, Vision Storage. And if you have an insight, I'll post it up here so other people can see what you see here. All I know is that this thing appears to be quite down a lot, and stocks went up, and this thing didn't yet. So that's what I see. Here's the market. We'll zoom in a little more. And what we really want to do is zoom in a lot more so that we can see what a flossy, so that we can see wicks. And by wicks, I mean overnight trading activity. Okay. So why don't we do that actually want this to be hopefully 24 hour candle would be good, but I guess we'll do this 4-hour candle for now. That's fine. Fed rate September could see a bearish move on the dollar. Okay, so that's what there's high expectation of a Fed cut in late September, right? Very high expectation. So let's talk this out loud. So when rates get cut, interest rate is lower. So then people start putting their money to work, less dry powder. This is the word, right? So that means there's my flight out of the dollar and into assets. So stocks go up, including stocks like, stocks that give loans go up because more consumers will want to move and take out a new mortgage. So that could be the dollar trade. Okay. Thanks for sharing. That is, that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. Okay. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Don't worry, we'll get zoomed in here in a second. Okay. Just wanted to get this 24-hour chart. So here's the deal, guys. There's just been a lot of earnings sell-offs. Definitely Groupon sold off. Wolf had a huge move. This is a data center name at this point. It's not really a crypto miner, which is pretty awesome because it means it won't simply move on crypto. Tesla's not looking super pretty. Roblox I did cover out of. I'm almost feeling like I ought to have held it at this point, but I'd say it's 2020. We'll see what it does today. Whoops, we don't want to look at this scan. We just want to look at actual charts. Okay, AMD pulling in the 20, 50 will slowly catch up. The challenge is people are very long already ever since April, right? The NASDAQ is up a lot since April. So yes, we did have some unwind, but there's a lot of people, according to commitment of traders data, that are long NASDAQ and they're short the Russell. Gold could get interesting. The stocks look pretty good. Someone mentioned this yesterday. Actually, I never responded, but I definitely will very soon. Gold stocks are doing well. KGC, as an example, AEM, CDE, AG. This is actually, what is this? This is a silver company. AU. So both silver and gold are looking good. I mean, they tend to move somewhat together, I think. But yeah. So we're above the 200. If it breaks above this consolidation again, that could be pretty good. This thing is just on a higher trend, but don't know for sure. Gold is not as crowded as silver. WPM, another gold stock. Okay. Here's an example of a stock that is up 150%, but it's hard to say there's really anything to do at this point. It's pretty extended, right? So it could just sell off here and roll down. I just moved this window over here so I could see TikTok comments. It's hard to expect this will take another crazy move like that, right? On the other hand, a firm looks much better. $80 would be the level. Above 80 is good, below 80 is bad. That could get interesting. Let's get rid of these names here. This AMSC is kind of going nowhere. Shopify is kind of going nowhere. They kind of need to go sideways and then move up from there. These are anomalies. Reddit, ALab, all the other earnings names basically pulled back. Shop, SoFi is kind of acting well actually, but Upstart, a lot of these moves down. So if everybody's already short the Russell, short IBM, IWM, Russell could go up, NASDAQ could go down. So if people already are talking about a rate cut, which, you know, Vision Storage mentioned the rate cut, that's why home builders are already making a move up. So that information might be kind of baked in. Could be wrong, but it could go again, Rocket Lab, but ASTS isn't looking great. KTOS looks good. MRCY looks good. HWM, serious gap down. Aerospace and defense are kind of weakening, so if Rocket Lab's going to go and it keeps rejecting the 20, I don't know how exciting that is until it can close up here above the 20-day moving average. MicroStrategy, I don't know about this. Looks kind of gnarly. We don't know what's going to happen with MSTR, but certainly it's had a lot of, this is a year where MicroStrategy just went sideways. So you want to be careful with this. Got to be careful. Oh boy. Bitcoin is pretty sketchy as well. People aren't transacting with Bitcoin really for the most part. KLab's got a base, Futu's got a base, Baba's got a base, PDD's got a base. RSI looks kind of interesting. God, what is this Thinkorswim chart? What is going on here? This Roblox short was good, but I kind of wonder how much more we can go. Kind of wonder. Oh boy. Go back to 24-hour here. Okay. So here's what happens when shorts get interesting. You break a 50-day moving average and you're in trouble. So could Roblox be in trouble here? It could. They did get a piece of news that they're investor grade, which is, of course, when it started to go down, because it's obviously they were investor grade down here. So they sucked some longs in. We got a little lucky that there was a lawsuit here. And then I covered down here. So Groupon, same thing, unwind. I don't love Oklo at all. It's almost a short at this point. SMR looks really ugly. Oklo's probably going to follow it. They don't have the permit, I guess, to build a nuclear reactor. So, you know, we got pretty excited about them. But yeah, that euphoria seems to be chilling. IRTC kind of holding. Home builders and biotechs have interest, but other stocks really don't. This thing barely moves. I don't want any. No, thank you. No, thank you. PL looks interesting. Pony's still holding up, but we'll see. Ethereum's pretty crowded. Probably not on my radar, really. TOCS, interesting. Rare earths, kind of sloppy. 20 is the whole number we got to get to. Weibo, kind of getting going. It'll follow hood. HSAI gap up, sell off. I don't know about that. Lemonade. Nothing to really do here. BM&R is already gone. Run. It's great it went, but Friday was the day to go down here. So I'm not saying that you could have bought it. I'm just saying that it's too late now. Iron, not a great spot to limit risk. Carvana, I would just let this relax a little bit. Zeta, let this close. This Rocket Lab is just not interesting at all. Metzi, little unwind after like 7 green days in a row. What a surprise, right? IBIT, not super interesting yet. TNA, you might need to stop out on that if you're in that. Bluetooth is pretty extended. BABA earnings, don't need that right now. Hard to say. Hard to say about these China names. FDAI needs to go sideways a bit. Microsoft's way too slow. This is also not a great reaction. Meta, yikes. Oh my God. What the heck happened here? I don't think there's any major news. Looks like it's just unwinding here. There's got to be some news on Meta. What in the heck just happened to Meta? If anyone knows what happens to Meta, drop it in the chat. I'm sure we'll see him very soon, but I'm really feeling incompetent and inept, considering it's already took 3 minutes for me to find out what happened on Meta. I still haven't found it out. Pretty inexcusable. But okay, I think I found it, guys. I think it's this. Meta stock and Spotlight as Washington targets AI policies. Josh Hawley. It's all about the AI chatbot. So, oh dear, we've got some AI truancy, guys. Okay, well, there was that Microsoft chatbot scandal, remember, that started saying some uncouth comments. I don't think we need to really worry about this too much. But this guy is definitely quite vocal, so I can see how that would make a stock go down a lot very quickly. Pretty interesting. It's not on the Thinkorswim news feed, but boy, oh boy, that is a move down. And we remember we just had this Roblox move down as well on sort of a similar topic. So yeah, you can't have robots talking to kids, guys. That's gonna hurt your stock. So this is today. This is it in the wee hours of the morning. I don't really get what the dealio is as far as if this only affects Meta, or I mean, if we take a look around, QQQ is doing fine, right? Reddit's doing great. So this is just a Meta situation. Although Amazon is down as well a bit. So what's going on with Amazon? What is going on with Amazon? Right? What's the dealio there? I don't think they have any major news. I don't think we're worrying about Al Gore in 2025. So, yeah. Couple tech stock pullbacks, no biggie. I will say, as the title of this stream suggests, you is definitely taking a breather today. So far, but at the same time, we do know that this thing takes a breather from time to time. These are some massive wicks, so this thing is still setting up. Other uranium names kind of taking a breather as well. So far. Yeah. UUU is not just uranium, it's rare earths. So it's a big deal. So I don't know, guys. I mean, we can play hindsight hero and just see what move to punch, right? But that's not really particularly instructive to say that, the data center wolf and miners are up right now, and Sunrun is up, because we know they're up, because everyone talks about what's already up. But that's not really what we do on this channel. We look for things that are going to go up, okay? Or in some cases, and I'm not particularly vocal about these ones because people don't really want to think that things go down sometimes as well, but yeah, they do. They do. So BBAI is kind of chugging along here. I don't know that this is even down that much. I don't know what this is talking about. Actually, it is. It's a percentage of the stock price. It's just so invisible because this move was so ridiculously large. This is like 40%-ish. This tiny move is like 4%. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm showing here, actually. Some of these formulas are a little wonky. I think that's right. How much it moves based on how much it normally moves. Don't quote me on it. Let's take a look at some other names, guys. It's not like we thought these were going to keep going. I guess you could be a little more aggressive with your shorts on some of these little tiny AI names. BBAI and is the defense enterprise one, and Soon is the voice AI consumer. Well, it's also business to business, but more consumer facing one. And if we look on, we don't really need to zoom in more than a 1 hour chart actually, but we can see that this wasn't super easy. Like this was pretty gnarly. It went up, oh dear, 50 cents within that hour. So that could be pretty painful if you were shorting it and you were suddenly down, well, 200,000 shares traded. So even if you just had 20,000 shares, you were down 50 cents, you'd be down 10 grand. So that's within your risk tolerance, that's fine. But that's soon. We're not really focused on day trading anyway, so we're looking on swings. Reddit is already gone. Iron. Home builders are interesting. And then just this small cap index is interesting. Caterpillar heading down, but this is kind of a slow one. Kind of slow. Solar names. Could go. This already went, right? Cruisers. Kind of cruising around in nowhere's land. I sold out of my CCL, but APLD, building a flag. Hard to say, though. It's definitely interesting. It's the NVIDIA linked company. Joby. This could stay heavy here. Looks kind of gnarly. And if we zoom in, yeah, This thing could go down more. Yeah, Joby could go down. I think that's an interesting idea, short on Joby here, guys. Because, yeah, I mean, it did get bought up here. But if we look at this, this was pre-earnings, and this run-up occurred into earnings, and then earnings happened. So, yeah, I think this is kind of interesting. You may not love shorts. That's fine. You don't have to love them. But sometimes they are instructive for sure. So I am going to take a little short on Joby here. I'll do that right now. Okay. Could probably risk a little bit tighter than $1 on this. Right, I could probably risk like up here. Maybe it'll go back up to open, but maybe not. So that is the question. Is it worth risking all the way up here? Or having a tighter leash on it? Because it's probably going to go down. It's probably going to go down some more. So is it going to go down to the 50-day? Possibly. Yeah, I think I want to double up on this one. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I will put a stop in for that one. My average is whatever the current price is, which looks to be about $16. We'll stop right around here. And those are the executions right there. Okay. So 1604, 954, 2. Right here. Okay. And then this thing, we'll see where it goes, but that's not, there's no way that was my entry. I guess it was. No, Oh, 956. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at my entry here. Average cost is 15.96 at 956. This is why I hate day trading, because you have to be so particular. Like, that doesn't seem like much, but that could be the difference between getting stopped out and not getting stopped out. Okay? So whatever, that's basically what's going on there. I shorted it. If it goes back up to here, really if it has almost any bounce at all, I'm cooked. But that's fine, that's part of the plan. Lose, if it goes back up here, right, exactly, right here actually. Right here. I lose. Otherwise, things are good. Okay. Sorry guys, just did some actual trading there right in front of you. I'll have to get back into stream mode here. So ASDS could bounce, Joby could bounce, but aerospace and defense names are ugly, so I think that short's okay. CRM not doing well, ACN not doing well. Software names are, especially consulting, is just going to get destroyed on AI unless they can keep doing these Hail Mary partnerships, right? Well, they're acquiring a cyber security company. Yeah, that's a good idea. People are always going to be scared of getting hacked. All right. What else? What else we got going on? Wolf is definitely chugging. Wolf is definitely chugging. Hood's rolling over a little bit. Tesla's definitely pulling back. See if this Joby works. I got chopped out twice already. You can see over here. FDAI sort of holding up for earnings. Quantum names could get crushed. Don't love it. Okay. Well, guys, I don't know. Got a short on Joby. I don't want to short QBTS. It's down so much. And the market's sort of holding above these all-time highs. We'll see what happens. Nothing too monumental going on here. And what we want to do is let's I'll wait around a little bit, see if there's any questions coming in. I don't know, guys. I mean, there's some stuff to do, but there's not a lot to do, really. There just isn't that much to do. I don't know what to say. It's a Monday. It's a slow Monday. We'll see what happens throughout the day. But currently, things are kind of chilling. Open door. Oh, mother of Lord. This thing had to move. Pretty awesome. It's a lot of volume, too, on a low price stock. I mean, this is 1 billion shares of a $3 stock. $3 billion, guys. That's a move. That is a move. But you know what, guys? I think we're going to kind of just wind it down here. There's plenty to do, plenty to look at, but not just yet. Okay? If you have a comment, if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. If you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube. If you're on X, head over to YouTube. YouTube is where it's at. And we are going to wind down here a little bit. Pretty awesome morning so far. Nothing too crazy, actually. But I am short Joby. If you have any positions, let him know. We did talk briefly about the dollar trade, taking along on the dollar, coming into rate cuts at the end of September. Pretty interesting. Yeah. But for now, the story is open door. And that's about it for moi. Okay. I will say that you is holding up above this line. Manage your own risk. In fact, I will respond to some comments right now while we're up here. There was a comment about you. We want to take a look at here. We don't want to be betting the farm. Okay. Okay. Manage your own risk. Good luck. Okay, the farm is quite a lot, unless it's a farm that, you know, unless you don't mind losing the farm, I guess, or you have a lot of farms, or the farm is a small farm, or it's a metaphor. I don't know. LYSDY, KGC, explosive, LSSDY. This one, I don't know about this one. I don't like OTCs personally. It looks pretty extended, but OTCs sort of elude me. Is that a word? Elude? Elude? It's like escape, right? What's elude mean? Yeah. Let's do meh, OTCs elude me. Okay. If you want to drop a comment here, we can take a look at that. I think for now we're kind of winding down. Do have some new stock ideas out, particularly you, which we just spoke of, as well as this one is actually not you. This one is what was this one? No, this is you. Okay, so what's the other one? Oh yeah, the NVIDIA connection. Yeah, so this one's interesting as well. Sim kind of holding up here. Always want to use this 50-day moving average. So if we look at the SPY, we did pull back a little this morning. Meta didn't help. Talk about a unfortunate bit of chat bottage. Okay, well, hopefully everyone's okay. And we are going to wrap it up here, guys. So SPY, IBIT, coming back, Ethereum, things are unwinding a little bit. So sometimes you just gotta chill, or, you know, usually when I say chill, that actually means I start shorting stuff, which I actually did today. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if this Joby short continues down or not. Seems to be okay so far. But we're coming up on the hour, guys, in this last 30 seconds. If you have any tickers, any questions, any strategies, any ideas, drop those in the chat. Otherwise, we're just going to sort of wind down here. Okay. Like this live if you like it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see this channel get picked up by the YouTube algorithm. I think would be pretty interesting given I think the content's pretty good. There is a link down below for a link to talk about your portfolio, selfadvisors.com. And we do have a partnership with a $9 million verified trader. Trades every day. Well, he's a day trader, so that's kind of what that means. And you can go check that out by clicking the link in the description as well. That is the akaidotradingmethod.com. It's a completely free training. So those are the calls to action. Thanks for checking this out. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. Keep safe. Be well. Do good. Be good. Keep well. Do be. I gotta get some food.